So this morning we're going to be trading tokens on Pump Fund. I'm going to show you what to do when you're analyzing tokens and how to maximize profits. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to be using Bullex and we're going to deposit some Solana onto here. I'll put in 0.25, which is about $37. And once that's gone through, we can start analyzing what exactly we're looking for. So the first thing I do, I use this Pump Vision and I'll show you what filters I use. I tend to look at what's graduated today. What is doing well? These are dogs, animals. What is the meta? Mars. I think there's a big Ethereum or big Solana token doing well. So what's doing well? Frogs, cats, dogs, seems. So when I'm looking for things, I want to see. So I've got two options. What I tend to do is look for ones that are close to bonding, around the 30k mark, and see which ones tend to be looking good. We'll open some up soon, but I want you to use this filter. So I tend to look at around the 6,000 market cap. These are newly created ones. Now, the reason I do that is because the tokens start about 4,000, 5,000 market cap. Those ones are like tests, people just deploying, people seeing if anyone else buys. Anything above 6,000 is considerably the dev buying, or there's a community buying already, hence they've got a private group, they can push it out together. Things like that. That's not always a make or break. Example, we could open this one up and this one just to see. So these are newly created. So in 15 minutes, this is the highest, 12k market cap. So I'll be interested to have a look at that. This one, so it's 13. So we might have to have a look at that and see why it's moving. This one is, where's the one I wanted to look at? This one. So we're going to put a limit order on this because people are buying the dip, and we'll put a small amount. So a limit order will make sure I buy in this position. This could be the dev selling for, let's go here. Let's go about 10k. And let's put in a 0.2 just for, video's sake. And we'll see if that comes in. So I leave that open. This one as well, it looks like they let snipers go. What's it at? 7k market cap. That's a bit low for me to buy. I don't want to buy anything. Don't want to buy a bunch of tokens. Let's see if there's anything else. Roro. See, these things, I've seen this token pop up many times and people launch every single day or 4 times a day. This one, a dog one, let's have a look. This one. See, that looks promising. 1 hour, it's already close to bonding. So that could be a current meta or something along those lines. This one I'm going to close. I'm not interested in that. And this one is 8k. I'll keep an eye on it. And we've got this one. I'm going to put a limit order for this, around maybe 25k. So if it dips 20%, I want to do a 0.5 buy. So depending on how bullish I am on the token is depending on how much I ape as well. So this one seems to be doing okay. I don't know if it's going to bond or it's going to hit my limit. This one as well, let's have a look. So I'll have a look. Seems like it's a Russian sounding name. We'll put a small limit order on for this one. And we'll put a 0.2 as well. So we're going to show you ones that are also, so this one looks like it might hit the limit curve. This one seems to be moving. They've got what's these bots that are volume bots. I'll do another limit. I mean, 7k. I don't need to do a limit order, but we'll do one anyway. We'll do 0.2. See if any of these limit orders come in. So I'm not interested too much in, oh, it didn't hit my limit order. I've missed the moonshot. You can see there's an abundance of tokens out there. And see, that's quite positive. So don't be, I would usually FOMO in, but I never FOMO in. So if I see, oh, this might bond, I couldn't care less. There's tokens constantly launching. Now look at this one, Lob. That's come up in 54 minutes. Sorry, I thought it was at the top. Again, Mocha. So we've got a few limit orders. That's what I tend to do. I look at what's analyzed or out in the market. This one looks positive. And I mean, these are all gambles. around 12, 11K it will go, zero point 0.2. So zero point 0.2 is a very small amount, but I'm doing multiple trades to diversify myself and to see, okay, this might hit. So none of the limit orders are close to hitting. Everything seems to be going up. Would I have done better buying? Yeah, probably. But there's the argument about when you actually sell. Now, that's the new tokens. Really and truly, you've seen me put in 6K and I've been able to pick a few winners from here. Yeah. Where I looked at all of these, apart from this one and possibly this one, we haven't got any profits. And if we were putting $10 in or $20 in, it wouldn't really be worth it for the X's we've got. I mean, some of them have done really well. Don't forget there's gas fee, there's slippage, there's people obviously selling, there's one token you might buy that might do bad. So you want to kind of catch limit orders. You're guaranteed to pretty much make profit if these limit orders come in. Whereas FOMOing, you ain't. It might look good now, but trust me, if you're doing lots of trades, my win rate is well above 70, 80% doing this. And it might be boring, I might have to sit here all day, but that's fine. And we can probably turn zero. I turned what 0.2 into like 3 Solana doing this, mainly based on one coin I found. So we'll show you what I do about the ones that are close to graduating. 52, okay, cool. That doesn't seem like that seems like it possibly could bond. We'll have a look. And we'll leave it open and we want to catch some that are actually bonding. This one looks like it's not far off. And we'll see. So with the bonding ones, you want to look around the 20K maybe. 20 to 30, I would say. So the lift one is doing pretty well, only the strong. So is that associated? Is that a meta now? And you kind of want to look at the volume, sunny side up. Now, some of these may be on here, but they were at 40K before and they're falling off. So again, this one seems to be close to bonding. And this one, see, it's been alive too long. And I think this one was from the morning as well. So this one could have a potential run up. We'll put a limit order in as well. I don't think that would hit. And if it does, it'll probably be negative. I'll put 0.4. Because if a big wallet sells, we might get in. And that's what we're hoping for. Again, we can check our limit orders. This one, I mean, I'll probably close this one out. I'm not interested if it can't break 8K. But I'll leave it and see. Again, this one's doing pretty well. This might actually be a contender for bonding. And these ones look quite stale, actually. And you must check in and see how they're doing. This one, Anu. So we got some around 50K. We look like we got a bunch bonding. In fact, we might put in a 30,000 limit order for these. Because if they do bond, we'll have it ready. And if they do fall, we could get a bargain. So everyone started buying at 40K, 30K. So I'm going to put a 30K. I'll put in a 0.1 on this one. So we'll go around 30K. That will hopefully hold until it bonds. And if it doesn't, we'll obviously pick up a bargain. Again, we'll put a nice limit order. You must check if these are, legit. Some of these might even just randomly rug. And then it hits our limit orders and we lose from there, which is fine. And we'll put in a 0.1 on this one. Again, around the 30K mark. Tokens that bond, they tend to whack down and hit. So far we haven't spent anything. We've just analyzed, we've just looked, and we're seeing what is currently out at the moment. Any limit orders hit or close to hitting? Not at all. So this one hit our limit order. Quite a... that's the one I said I should have closed. And then these two I think I'll close. We'll watch them. We're going to close it for now. But we're not necessarily going to be buying these. So we're in one trade at the moment on a very bad entry, but a 6K. And I think we put in a 0.2. And we'll analyze and see. So this lift one would have probably been a good buy. Would have been 2x. And it seems to be moving. Again, these don't look great, but we'll see. Nothing is bonding at the moment. So we're getting an average bond of, yeah, some of these are doing okay. This one come out of nowhere, so we'll take a look at that, and then we'll go back and we'll refresh. So the frog one, there was a frog one that bonded. So I want to see what this comes in at. So it looks like the dev copy traded himself. That's what tends to happen there. And it seems like he's dumping his wallets because that triggers people to buy or people to look in. So I'll leave that open and see, but I probably won't be buying that. The trouble is people, this looks okay. We'll put a limit order in for this as well. Let's put it in around 24. So that's the part people would buy on FOMO and lose their money. So this frog one looks, we'll put in a 0.2. So again, we haven't spent anything. Let's put in a 5k, why not? This one's sunny side up. See, it looks very slow. And so we've hit a limit order here. On lob, it looks like it might be rugging. And again, this one looks terrible. We're going to sell this. 0.01. Lift, yeah. This one, we've got a good entry, it seems. 10k, it went to 19. So we're going to see how that plays out. So we got one open. Now, I can't remember what I put in on this. Only 0.02. So that's kind of what we'll just leave and see if it bonds. Again, this might be an okay one, but it seems to be on a downtrend. Again, this one was close to bonding, so this is quite negative because if it doesn't bond, people are like, oh, this ain't never going to bond, and they start to sell off. So I might close this limit order again. This one looks like it's going to bond because we put this limit order in, not to buy now, it's to buy after it bonds. And this one looks pretty close to bonding, potentially. We can open pump fund and see. Yeah, not far off. And the frog one seems to be doing okay. Random buys. But this one probably will bond because it's looking good. So we can go back and look at any fresh ones. FOMO the trader, bit of a rubbish name. So these flying, smoking flying moo. We might buy this. Let's see. Let's put in a little 0.54. This is a real FOMO. I would never do this because these are like top holder, top holder, top holder. I'm very worried about this one actually. So we put in 0.4 and now we're up slightly. I don't know. But these ones I either hold or I don't hold. It looks like they're using some sort of volume bot or they're buying and selling, which alarms me. They're trying to trick people into buying. Let me sell that and let me see if I regret it. So that was maybe like a loss or something because of the gas and everything, but I think that was slight profits. This one might be okay, even just a little. Let's see. Let's see. I wouldn't tend to buy that, but I'll be interested to see what this does if it does actually rug. And plain didn't bond. Our little dip buy didn't work out. Someone aped in two Solana, which is that two Solana? Yeah. So didn't move the chart much, which is weird. And this one, this one, this one. Oh, we didn't hit our limit order. We didn't hit it. Lift, that was a good find. And we've had a buy here as well. Then this looks frozen. So they have a Telegram group, which is positive, and a Twitter made. So I don't know if this is someone just launching with their friends and they sold off and what. We'll give it a watch anyway. And our lob one doesn't seem to be doing well. That looked quite promising. We'll probably get ready to sell that if it keeps falling to maximize or minimize loss. So this smoking chicken one's doing okay. And we've brought into this. So we're up on this one, 20%, 8%, and we're down on lob. So lob I'm going to sell just for the pure fact that it's not going anywhere. So we're up on this frog one, weirdly. So we're up 28% together. It's not enough to sell. So we'll be selling essentially at a break even or a loss. And plain, we haven't brought into that. So this one's going up, weirdly. And this one's doing okay. So we're going to see if we can find some more. Gamble, I think we've got gamble on a very low limit order. And we're going to see Angel. We haven't had a look at that. This one I think we was in on a limit order, but we closed it 2000s. Moon Man. There was GIF ones that were doing okay. So again, this bonded, but it's at 5k already. So this shows you indication that most of them aren't doing too great. And you can analyze them and see what kind of times of day they come in at. So this frog one seems to be doing okay. So maybe the frog one might run. I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be doing okay. Let's take a look at these ones. Angel. It might be worth a limit order on that. But I'm quite worried about that pump. So I'll be quite conservative with it. And we'll put in. So in theory, most of these are win-win situations. This is the one we exited out of. Let's put a 0.02. And it might seem like it's a bit... this one, I don't like the chart. It might seem like, okay, this is a bit boring. I can't be bothered to do this. I just want to A pin. But this is the only smart way to actually do it on Pump Fun without losing your funds. This one, I don't know. I might put a low limit order. Put in a 0.43. So again, we've got a bunch open again. See what I mean? If it doesn't bond, people get very negative about it. And that's just something to look at. So I might give that a watch. So this one, we're up 45%, 11%. And again, this lift one, it didn't get close to bonding, so maybe people aren't interested. This one, I might close this one, or I might leave it, actually. It's only 0.04. If this gets a little jump up, people will start buying and it should bond. Again, this looks like it's bonded, or it's gonna bond. Anu. We should have held this one. This one I'm not interested in. There's too much going on. Moonman. And we haven't caught any. So are any bonding at the moment? This one seems like it's doing well. And have we missed any? Ozo? See, this one always launches and it always rugs. Every single day I see this one with that. So the Tanny is at 55% now. So that's doing okay. We're nearly a 2x on that. So I'll hold that and see. I don't know why that is mooning. What is Tanny? Cool dog. Hey. Yeah, this one's dodgy. And now we're going to pretty much wait for things to bond and then see from there. And I'll hopefully show what I do to set up a limit order on a bond, because that's where I pretty much make most of my money. So this one's currently bonding. Okay, so we've got a balance of that much, and we're going to set up limit orders for them. While it's bonding, most people tend to obviously sell on the bond. Now, I analyze and see that this is a bit of an older token, so they've had a flush of holders out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 0.1 on a limit order, and I'm going to put it around the 46, and we're going to see. I might put 42 actually. Around there. So a 33% drop. So what I've got is two buys that will hopefully get triggered, and people will obviously buy the dip. Sometimes it might rug and stuff like that. So we've brought into Tanny. Tanny is doing good. We're up 169%. And we've got Sunny as well. And we've got this frog one. I'm not optimistic on this frog one, but we'll take a look and see. So we've got frog, we've got Sunny, and Sunny, again, it didn't go too high. So if it was at 40, I wouldn't hold this. I would have closed that limit order because it's a negative. So this might be people out, okay, this is the floor, we're going to buy up and then see how it runs. So we're doing okay. Tanny. And then we're going to watch our bond as well. It might not hit this floor. It might drop all the way. But I tend to be more successful on this one or these types. And we'll check out the others. So this one didn't fly. It was a good name, I guess. Plain. So close to bonding. Most hated. See, this one I'm going to close. And if it bonds, we'll do a limit order on that. So we're up slightly. So Sunny, Frog, and Tanny we've got open. Tanny looks promising. Well, that looks crazy. It looks too good to be true, in fact. So I'm actually going to sell this one just based on there's no sell pressure for a close to 300% profit. And if it bonds, we're going to do the limit order trade on this. So this one's gone live and it's done very well. It hasn't dipped, but we'll watch it and see. It might have been better to put one at 50k, but these tend to always fall as well. Very interesting. So this one, yeah, I'm going to sell, and if it starts to take off, I'm going to have a look at seeing if it bonds. So we take a small profit, 25% or whatnot, and we're holding this Sunny one, which looks very slow and stale. So it's a bad call in that regard. We're actually slightly down on it now, and we'll see from there. Yeah, I'll exit this one as well. So we've got no trades open unless our gamble comes in. And if it looks like it's looking stale, so the Tanny actually dumped as well. which was a very good sell on my part in that. This one, there's not really much buys. Very small. There's a seller, top holder. I'm constantly selling. So I'm gonna close that. If it bonds, it bonds. We'll close Tanny and we'll close Sunny. So Sunny looks like it's not so sunny. This one's doing really well. And we'll close this because we were putting limit orders in for it to bond. And we're going to reset and we're going to try it again. I'll close this one as well. So sometimes I forget my limit orders are open and then I get random ones. Again, this doesn't seem like it's doing anything. So this one's took a little sell. So we're not going to hit our limit orders anytime soon. I was hoping for it to dump and then wick back up. People buy the dips. But I should have maybe even put in. There's nothing wrong with putting a zero point 0.5, a zero point 0.5, or whatever you want to put in at lower levels, and then eventually you DCA in. Sometimes I've been buying high, and then it just looks like it does really, really well. So this one, we're not going to trade it at the moment, and we'll give it a refresh. So this one I'm going to close out because I've missed the volume opportunity of buying the dip. See when it dips here, if a limit order was in here, we would have been shot back up. And that would have been a good 20% on that. And you can catch a few of those or hold it or whatever, get a better entry. So nothing's really going. I thought Flipper the Dolphin, we'll have a quick look and then we'll close it out. But we caught a 300% and we've made some mistakes. But really and truly, I was recording the video just to ape him randomly. This Tanny one, is it coming back? Yeah, I guess. Slowly coming back. This one, I'm not sure about, but I'll watch these. I don't really like it when it's just like 5 minutes old. It's hard to say, and then it suddenly just got jumps down. But again, if you want to ape in small, you can obviously, you don't have to put a limit order on these 6K ones. This one, again, it's like top holder, top holder, top holder. And I always look at the initial buy. So the dev brought in one Solana, so he's not really brought into the project in a sense where you can't do anything with one Solana. If I saw like 6 wallets and they were holding, I'll be like, okay, he wants to push, he's going to sell some for marketing. Because to hype it up by Dex Screener and, volume bots, it costs a few Solana. So these guys aren't going to do anything. So all in all, it's a bit of a dry day, but I hope you've enjoyed this video, found it useful. And I'll leave you with, putting limit orders in always does better than actually buying tokens, FOMOing in. Even if it does look good after the first 5 minutes, things can obviously fall off. We would have had a lot more losses if we wasn't putting limit orders in. If we were just buying, we would have lost. But limit orders help protect you from making bad decisions and also getting the tokens at a cheaper price, hence making more chance of profit. All the best and take care.